Hi. In the last session, we discussed about the fundamental theorem of Galois theory. In this session, we discuss more on that. Let us see what was the fundamental theorem of Galois theory is. So, if K over F is a Galois extension and G be the Galois group corresponding to K over F, then the fundamental theorem says that there is a 1-1 correspondence between the subfields of K containing F and the subgroups of G. And under this correspondence, we had proof in the last session three things. One is, if E1 and E2 are the fixed field of the subgroups H1 and H2 of G, then E1 is a subset of E2 if and only if H2 is a subgroup of H1. And under this correspondence, the degree of extension K over E is same as the order of H. And the degree of extension E over F is same as the index of H in G. Also, we proved in the last session that K over E is always Galois under this correspondence with a Galois group of the extension K over E is same as H. So in this session we proved that if E over F is a Galois extension if and only if H is a normal subgroup of G. And in this case, if this is the situation, then the Galois group of E over F is isomorphic to the quotient group G mod H. So that means that if G is the Galois group of K over F and H is the Galois group of K over E, then this E over F is actually a Galois extension if and only if H is a normal subgroup of G. And E over F is a Galois extension, then the Galois group of E over F is same as the quotient group G mod H. This is what we want to prove. Suppose E over F is a Galois extension and H is equal to Galois group of K over E and G is equal to Galois group of K over F. So we want to prove that H is normal in G. So we take one element from G and one element from H. So let sigma belongs to G. That means sigma is an automorphism of K and sigma fixes F. And tau belongs to H, that is a Galois group of K over E. That means that tau is an automorphism of K and fixes E. We want to show that sigma inverse tau sigma is actually belongs to H. That means Galois group of K over E. So for that we need to do two things. One is sigma inverse tau sigma is an automorphism of K and it fixes all the elements of E. So because sigma is an automorphism of K and tau is also an automorphism of K, that means sigma and tau belongs to the automorphism of K and automorphism of K is a group. Therefore sigma inverse tau sigma is actually belongs to automorphism of K. We now have to show that sigma inverse tau sigma fixes E. So let us take one element from E. So let alpha belongs to E. So let fx be the minimal polynomial of alpha over f. Then sigma alpha is also a root of fx because we know that if sigma is an automorphism of K and which fixes elements of f and fx is an irreducible polynomial over f and alpha is a root, then sigma alpha is also a root of fx. Now we know that E over F is a Galois extension. And we know that the irreducible polynomial fx in fx has a root in E. Because it is an E over F is a Galois extension and one of the root of the irreducible polynomial fx in is belongs to E, therefore all roots of fx are in E. So in particular sigma alpha is also in E because sigma alpha is a root of fx. So therefore, if because tau belongs to Galois group of K over E, tau fixes elements of E. So in particular tau fixes sigma alpha also because sigma alpha belongs to E. Therefore tau of sigma alpha is same as sigma alpha. So if we apply sigma inverse on the left on both sides, we get sigma inverse tau sigma of alpha is equal to alpha. That means that sigma inverse tau sigma fixes every element of E. Therefore sigma inverse tau sigma is an automorphism of K and fixes elements of E. Therefore sigma inverse tau sigma belongs to Galois group of K over E. Now we prove the converse. That means that we have proved that Galois group of K over E is normal in Galois group of K over F. Now we prove the converse. So conversely, suppose Galois group of K over E is normal in Galois group of K over F. We want to show that E over F is a Galois extension. But we know that E over F is a Galois extension if and only if F is a fixed field of automorphism of E over F. Therefore, to show E over F is a Galois extension, it is enough to show that F is a fixed field of automorphism of E over F. Now, if tau belongs to Galois group of K over E, because Galois group of K over E is normal in Galois group of K over F, for any sigma belongs to Galois group of K over F, sigma inverse tau sigma is always in Galois group of E. That means sigma inverse tau sigma is equal to tau 1 for some tau 1 belongs to Galois group of K over E. So this means that tau sigma is equal to sigma tau 1. So therefore, for any alpha belongs to E, tau sigma alpha is equal to sigma of tau 1 of alpha. But you know that tau 1 belongs to automorphism of K over E, so that means tau 1 fixes elements of E, therefore tau 1 of alpha is equal to alpha. So therefore tau sigma of alpha is equal to sigma of alpha because tau 1 of alpha is equal to alpha. So that means that tau fixes sigma alpha. That means tau sigma alpha is equal to sigma alpha. That means tau fixes sigma alpha. So therefore, sigma alpha belongs to the fixed field of tau. And this is true for any tau belongs to Galois group of K over E. So sigma alpha belongs to the fixed field of Galois group of K over E, which is same as E. That means that a sigma alpha belongs to E. Therefore, alpha belongs to E implies sigma alpha belongs to E. This means that a sigma of E is contained in E. Similarly, we can show that a sigma inverse of E is contained in E. Therefore, sigma E is equal to E. So if we define sigma E is equal to sigma restricted to E, which is then it is a map from E to K because it is restricted to E, but sigma is a map from K to K. So its image is in K and it's a monomorphism. That means injective homomorphism. And now we have seen that a sigma of E is equal to E. That means sigma restricted to E is a map from E to E and is a monomorphism and it is surjective because sigma of E is equal to E. So therefore sigma of E is an automorphism of E. Now sigma belongs to Galois group of K over F means what? Sigma fixes elements of F. So therefore sigma E also fixes elements of F. Therefore, sigma of E belongs to automorphism of E over F. Now our aim is what? To show that F is a fixed field of automorphism of E over F. Just now we have proved that sigma E is actually belongs to automorphism of E over F if where sigma of E is the restricted map from for any sigma belongs to automorphism of K over E, sigma restricted to E is actually sigma of E. Now let beta belongs to E, be any element, and which is fixed by all elements of automorphism of E over F. Our aim is what? To show that the fixed field of automorphism of E over F is equal to F. So because beta fixed by all the elements of automorphism of E over F means what? Tau of beta is equal to beta for all tau belongs to automorphism of E over F. So in particular, sigma E of beta is also equal to beta for all sigma belongs to Galois group of K or F, because we know that sigma restricted to E, that means sigma E is actually belongs to automorphism of E or F. Therefore, beta belongs to the fixed field of Galois group of K or F, because it is sigma E of beta also fixes beta, and sigma E fixes only the elements of F. Therefore, beta belongs to the fixed field of Galois group of K or F, which is same as F. That means beta belongs to F. That means that what we proved is, if beta in E fixed by all elements of automorphism of E or F, then beta belongs to F. That means that F is the fixed field of automorphism of E or F. That means E or F is a Galois extension. We now show that the Galois group of this extension E or F is same as the quotient group G mod H, where G is Galois group of K or F and H is Galois group of K or E. For this, we define phi from Galois group of K or F to H. Galois group of K or F to Galois group of E or F, which is defined as follows. So let us take sigma belongs to Galois group of K or F. Then by the above argument, we can prove that sigma E, that is sigma restricted to E, is actually belongs to automorphism of E. And because E or F is a Galois extension, the fixed field of Galois group of E or F is equal to F. So by the above argument, we can show that sigma E belongs to automorphism of E or F, and automorphism of E or F is same as Galois group of E or F, because E or F is a Galois extension. So we have seen that if sigma belongs to Galois group of K or F, then sigma E belongs to Galois group of E or F. So we can define a map phi from Galois group of K or F to Galois group of E or F by phi of sigma is equal to sigma restricted to E or sigma E. So then clearly phi is a group homomorphism, because phi of sigma tau is equal to sigma tau restricted to E, which is same as sigma restricted to E composite tau restricted to E, which is same as phi of sigma into phi of tau. Therefore, phi is a group homomorphism. Now, what is the kernel of phi? Kernel of phi is sigma in Galois group of K or F such that phi of sigma is equal to identity in Galois group of E or F. That means that a sigma restricted to E is equal to identity in Galois group of E or F. That means that sigma is identity over E. That means that sigma fixes every element of E. Therefore, kernel of phi is equal to sigma in Galois group of K or F, which fixes E. That means Galois group of K or E. So therefore, by the first isomorphism theorem, we have Galois group of K or F mod with the kernel of phi is isomorphic to image of phi. That is, Galois group of K or F mod with the Galois group of K or E is isomorphic to image of phi, and image of phi is a subgroup of Galois group of E or F. But under the correspondence of in the last session, we have proved that the extension, the degree of the extension E or F is same as order of G upon order of H. So that means index of H in G. Therefore, here we are getting order of G upon order of H is same as order of, or the degree of extension E or F, and that is same as order of the Galois group of E or F, because E or F is a Galois extension. Therefore, the image of phi and Galois group of E or F having the same cardinality, and because this image of phi is a subgroup of Galois group of E or F, and they are having the same number of elements, so both of them are same. That means image of phi is equal to Galois group of E or F. Therefore, Galois group of K or F mod Galois group of K or E is isomorphic to Galois group of E or F. So that's a proof. So in the next session, we discuss about the applications of fundamental theorem of Galois theory. Thank you.